Oh, yeah. Um, I have here Swan 78 RPM record recorded by the Napoleon Emperors of Jazzs. I've already played one of their recordings from the 1940s, from 1946 actually, the Satanic Blues. This is another one, and the reason why I chose this one is because one of my favorite jazz numbers is Fidgety Feet, and I checked through my records to see how many versions of Fidgety Feet I've got on actual 78 RPMs. I found out I have only one. I thought I had lots of them, but I have them on, well, compilation discs and CDs and LPs and, well, whatever. There are many good versions of Fidgety Feet out on the internet. If you haven't heard the Dixieland Jazz, the Dutch jazz band, have a listen to their version, it's superb. Anyway, this is a recording made in 1946 by the Emperors of Jazz, direction of Tony Spargo. Phil Napoleon trumpet, Lou McGarrity trombone, Peanut Hucko clarinet, Frank Signorelli piano, Chuck Wayne guitar, Felix Giobbe, or however you pronounce that, on bass, and Tony Spargo on drums and kazoo. Well, Tony Spargo and Frank Signorelli played with the original Dixieland Jazz Band and made the original version of Fidgety Feet. Well, Signorelli wasn't on the original version, but he played with the original Dixieland Jazz Band anyway. I'm not going to talk that much about this. Time to listen. Fidgety Feet, Napoleon Emperors of Jazz, on the Swan label.